Hello. My safety blurb for the week is on crystalline silica. So, week of April 3rd, I chose the topic because there's a lot of questions that have coming up. What do we got to do? How do we got to deal with it when that comes up, including contractors? Okay, so whether we're in construction or in manufacturing, everybody should be aware because safety is that critical today as it should be always. So, what do we want to know? What do we need to know? My article comes from the BLR, how to control the exposure in the first place. So here we go. Work practice controls are performing a task in a way that reduces the likelihood and levels of exposure, often used with engineering controls that include the following: inspect and maintain controls to prevent and fix malfunctions that could result in increased exposure. Ensure that the tools and wet control spray water at the point of dust generation. Position local exhaust hoods directly over the exposure source. Don't open windows near the local exhaust source. Wet down silica dust before sweeping it up. Schedule work so that the tasks that involve high exposures are performed when no other employees are in the area, unless you're actually performing the work. Be sure that you're familiar with these work practices and alert your supervisor if you notice that these practices are not being followed. That includes a contractor, all right? It's just as vital as it is us as employees. Housekeeping measures to control the exposure of silica in the first place. Good work site housekeeping practices can control and eliminate silica dust. Do use wet sweeping or do not. Do use wet sweeping unless it's not feasible. Do use a central vacuum system for cleaning. So, what did I say? Vacuum or wet. Use a HEPA filtered vacuum to clean up dust off floors or surfaces, unless that's not feasible. Don't use compressed air to clean surfaces or clothing. Now, everyone should know this, but never blow direct air into the skin or open sore, because that could get right into our bloodstream, and we're done. So keep that in mind. Don't clean dry brushing or sweeping unless wet sweeping or the HEPA filtered vacuuming is not feasible. Review your company written procedures. And if you don't know the control plan and procedures, all of us must ask first. My message for the week: crystalline silica, we all have precautions to take. Take those precautions, make the right choices. Remember, wet or vacuum. HEPA filtered vacuum. With that, have a great and safe week, everyone.